Hello everyone, welcome back. So in this video, we are going to understand a 2D contest problem in the daily series is maximum number of words you can type. The question is from 1935 LeetCode problem. Okay. So if you pause this video and if you go through the statements, right, it will be good, right? So let's continue. So you are given a sentence, let's call text. Okay. In the lowercase English letter, as you can see here, right? And all these words are separated with you can say space. Okay, so this is a text, and this text is a sentence. Okay, and this sentence contains many words, and each word are separated with what? The space. Can we say that? Then we have another string that is called broken letters. It gives you one word, okay, that contains a letter on the broken keyword. So what it is saying? It is saying there is a malfunctioning keyboard where some letters do not work, but others are working properly, and that is why he is saying ki we have a text of words which is separated by space. There is no leading, what do you call, leading and trailing spaces for the each word, and we have also broken letters of all distinct letter keys that are broken. So we have to return the number of words in the text you can fully type using this keyword. So we have to check using this keyword can we create the word or not. Like that, we have other examples we also have. You can go through, and this is the constant that we have given. Okay, so we'll talk about it. No need to worry about that. But for now, try to understand. So let's talk about now the example. Let's suppose we have given the text. Text we have given hello world, right? Hello world. Between that we have a space, and the broken letter is ed, right? So can we say that if we will use hello, hello is typeable, right? There is no a and d is there. So if we will use this, what do you call, the broken letters, we, if we will type hello, right, hello is typeable without a and d, right? We cannot use a and d here. Similarly, if we talk about the word, a world, right, world is not containing the d. It's contain d, but it's not contain ad, right? The word is not, you can say the word is not containing d here. Okay, so the broken letter itself is a ad, right? So it is we can say that hello is typeable. There is no a and d letters are there. For the broken d, broken letters ad, the word containing is what is not containing, word is not containing here is a uh, ad, but it contains d, right? Let's try to understand in little detail. Let's think about this. If you write this word, right, each word, can we say, let me write here, say h e l l o, then we have a space, you can say o r l t. Okay, hello world. Let's give the index 0 1 2 3 4. This is your 5 7 8 9 and 10. Okay, so 10 words we have here. Okay, so let's split this word. If we will split from here, the very first word is here and second word is here. Can we say that? For the 0 to 4, right, is a first word. In indices we can say that, right? We have indices. Then we talk about this one, we have from 6 to 10, we can say that. Okay, these are the indices we have given after the split. Once you split this, you can have, this is our what you call, word 1, and this is your word 2. Can we see that? Let's talk about the broken set. What is our broken set? The broken set, b set I can say. The broken set is nothing but what? A and B. Can we say that? We can say that. Let's talk about the very first word is hello. Okay. Okay. Let's take. So we have to check hello like this, right? It contains what are the letters we have? Letters are we can say H E like this HELLO, right? Like this we can say we have the words. We can keep it like that. Okay, so okay, so here there's no letters are there, right? We can say none are in A and D. Okay, there's nothing are there. So we'll say count here. We'll say count is 1 because none are here. Okay, because none are is here, so we can say there is nothing is there, and so the count is 1, right? Now let's talk about the word, right? Here one letter is there. Okay, so if we say the all the word, you can say like this. Which word is here? You can see the word containing is D, right? If the word containing D contains, so we'll say it contains D. It means here we have to skip, and that is why we are getting the count 1, and this output is coming as a 1. Understood? So this is what we need to do. So if you talk about how we are going to do this, right? So very common thing is that we have two common ways to scan, right? Let's suppose we'll in very first step, let's suppose if we split and then we'll check, right? Another way we can do what? Another we can do we will do scanning, streaming scan. We can say there is no split we will do, and we will try to implement this. Okay, like that we can do that. Let's talk about either you are going with the split one or a scan one, right? That you can do, it's your choice. If we will split it, let's suppose I'll go with the splitting one that we have seen here, right? Very first, the text is given. You just need to do a text dot split, and you can split hello and world, right? So you can get these two words you can get. So you can say this is an string of a string, we can say array that each index contain at 0 we have one word, and at 1 we have another word. We can say that the word at 0 is word 1, word at 0 1 and so on, it will be there, many words will be there, right? So for each word, what you will do, you will iterate here, and you will check does this with the with you will check with the A and D, sorry, A and D. Okay, so you will check this word, what do you call, each word you will check. Let's suppose the word is hello and the world, you will check each character. Let's call, does this H is broken or not? So H is not broken, E is not broken, so we'll continue this one. Okay, so there is no broken character is there, that is marked okay. Okay, mark as a okay, we'll say count plus plus. If any of character will check here, if it is not having the broken set here values, it means what? It is uh it is this word is okay, means this word is perfect. Okay, it means we have to count, and we'll say count plus plus, and we'll increase our count. Gotcha? Now what we need to do, when we go to the what you call the word one, we'll say okay, word one contains OWORLD, right? These are the characters we have. Okay, here W is broken or not broken? It's not broken. Then similarly we'll keep continuing till here. We'll say okay, here we got another element, that is D. It is in the set, broken set. Is it in the broken set? Okay, mark this as a bad. Okay, so you will say mark is a bad, I will skip it, right? And that is why you will not increase the count here. Okay, I hope you understands. If you have any doubt, please ping me in the comment box. Let's go to the screen. So as I told you, very first you will take this string text and you will split it, and you will have to split on the space, right? And then you can get all the string array and you can apply. Another steps I told you in the B, right? So in another approach, when we'll go for the streaming, right? Streaming scan means we will not do a split on the single pass on this string without the split, right? We'll iterate over on this text elements. You can say we will check the one by one. We will iterate over here. Means if this text contains, let's suppose, some elements, right? So it will be, let's suppose, 0 to n will be the index, or n is nothing but what? Text dot length minus 1, right? So we can get the length. So 0 to n we will go, right? N minus 1 we can say their length, and each character we'll check. Okay, very first, if it is valid word, current word is valid word, right? We'll say what? Okay, if valid, we'll mark it as true. Otherwise, we'll if each character will check, right? Let's suppose we'll say text at I. If text at I is equal to what? There is some space, right? If you found this space, means this is the end of word, right? You got one word. Now you check if it is valid, right? Inside this itself, inside this, you will check if the what you call, if the text is valid, right? If it is valid one, as I told you, right? If it is valid, then you will say count plus plus, right? Otherwise, what you will do, else condition, you will reset it. Okay, you will reset the count valid. Okay, you will mark it as a true. Similarly, in the else condition, if it is not the space, it means what? Text is broken. If text is broken, mark the valid as a false, and you will keep continuing that one. Okay, right? Like this loop, it will go continue. You will get the count and you will return the count. I hope you understand. Let's try to see the console. Okay, so I will show you both approaches because little interesting it is. Okay, let's go with the we'll first create a first up with the first approach. I need a, let's call uh what we call the boolean array, and we'll say okay, let's give the bad array, right? That bad chars array, we can say bad chars letters, you can also say bad letters, and then you can say new boolean boolean boolean, and you'll pass 26 here. And then what you need to do, you will say okay for, and you will go with the char, and this char is, you can get from where? You can get from broken one, right? You know, from here. Okay, this is broken letters. From here you have to mark it as a, in the character you have to convert it to char array. The to char array is a uh, string methods from where you can convert the array. Okay, now if you say, you have to each character you have to check if it is valid. You will say okay, this bad character you have to update at that index. What is the index will be there? Let's call c minus, you know that how to do that. We'll check the sky value, right, of that index, and then you will mark it as a true. Okay, then for each word, right, we have done that, we have checked that is true or not. Now for splitting part, as I told you, this is our string, so we'll split it, right? Very first, get the string, call this a string as a words. Okay, and these words will be splitted with the help of string. So you can say split the string method, so just a split. If you find the space, you give the space, single space I have given, and will split over the with respect to space. You can also give backslash t and something, and you can also do that. Let's go with the count. If count is 0 over the we have tried it over the words. Let's call, we have the string. This is our word, and we can get this each word from where? Words. Correct. So for each word, right, let's suppose we'll say, very first I'll say okay, we'll take a flag, let's say is okay, and we'll mark it as a true. We'll keep updating our is okay if any character is matching. Okay, or let's call, we'll go with the index I equal to 0, and we'll iterate over the word dot length, and we'll say I plus plus. So this is not our array, this is a string, so we'll have to take as a this one. Okay, let's call if we have bad cat contains what? The character, right? So what is the character will we get? Okay, we have to find the character. It means the word dot caret we have to find. So the character we have to find at I. If we got the character, if we'll get the sky value here, right, at that index we have updated or not. If it is valid, means if it is true, right, it is available at that index, let's suppose, it means what? We have to update. Okay, in this case, this bad letter is containing there, right? It means that, so we will say no, this is not, it's not okay. We'll say okay, update is okay, that this is false, and break it, not do anything. We'll break it here. Okay, now once we come from here, we'll check okay, is okay is good or not. It's not good, increase the count plus, we'll just increase the count. Gotcha. Once these are done, right, you know what you need to do. You need to return it after this loop. Once you completed this, you return here is a count. Let me submit. Yeah, we are getting some error. Okay, hello AD, output is coming 9 and expected is 1. This is lead broken. Okay, let me find what the issue is there. It's easy question, just make some fixes. Okay, so as you can see, very first what we have done, we have taken what do you call, the array, then we have mark it as a, okay, then we will mark it as true if the bad character contains, we'll update our bad cats. Okay, otherwise what we will do, we'll after the split we'll continue the for loop. We'll check each character, if it is character present in the bad cat array, it means it should be false, right? And we'll break it, and we'll say okay, we got the, if everything not goes good right in that character, we'll continue for other words, and we'll check if other words doesn't contains the bad characters, it will not go in this loop, it will not break. Otherwise, if the fine is there, fine word is there, we'll say okay, fine word is this, and count it, and we'll return it. Okay, if you run this, all the test cases is passing, right? That is what we have written the code. I submitted the code and it's working. Okay, another approach I told you that you can also apply and you can try by yourself. Okay, just think I have commented this previous code. Let's talk about the another approach. So another approach, let's called, we have taken the same, like we have updated. Okay, we have changed something. Let's called in, we are not just splitting this time, but we are going with the all the characters. In that case, what we need to do, each character will get, and each character will check if this is a space, means we are done, right? To just check that this is a valid count, and we'll say mark this as a word is a valid, right? And we have updated the count. In other cases, if it is present, the character is present, like similarly we have seen that, we'll mark it as a valid, right? And we'll say it is false. So this loop, once this loop is completed, we'll check the valid. If the valid is there, means the last word we are checking. And finally, the count is already updated, we will return the count. Okay, this is called a single pass. There is no split, and this code is more efficient because memory perspective, we are not using any array, right? We are not using any extra array after the split. Okay, so that's all I have in this video, guys. Let me know in the comment section that you like or not. And if you like, please give thumbs up of this video, and please share with your friends. Also, uh, subscribe this channel if you are new at channel. Okay, so that's all I have today. Bye bye, I'll see you in the next one.